Okay, so let's take a look at this one. We have a part that's called algebra. So Zoe, do you know what is algebra?
Kind of. It has like X and Y and variables in it.
Yeah, so it's basically about finding the value of the variables, right? So sometimes the variable could be X, could be Y, and Amelia could be heart shape, it could be anything. So algebra is finding out the variable's the value. And we also learned that something like the calculate the area of a circle, right? And the area of a square and the perimeter of them, right? So what is the name of that, Peng Peng?
Perimeter?
Yeah, when we're calculating the surface, not sorry, like the area of a circle, the area of a triangle, and the area of a square, and the area of a rectangle. So how do we call this one? So when we're calculating the variable, we call it algebra, right? So it's called algebra. So what is the name of we calculate the area and something like that?
Math.
Geometry. Yes, so it's called geometry, right? So today we learn is something about the geometry as well, but before the geometry is flat, we called it 2D, right? So when we're talking about the surface area of a volume of the prism, that means the thing is what? It's 3D, right?
No.
Yeah, so we're talking about the volume and we're talking about the surface area. So we're actually, the geometry is no more flat, right? It is pop-up. You can see the different angles, they have different shapes. So let's take a look at this one. So we have cube, we have rectangular prism, we have triangular prism, and we have hexagon prism. And they're all called different prisms. Understand, Amelia? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So Zoe, could you please tell me how many lines are there for this cube?
Like the ones you can see or in total.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. So in total, not the one,
Oh, wow.
something you cannot see, right? So for instance,
I think
this,
there's 12.
okay, so we can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the straight 1, 2, 3, 4, and flat 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. It's 4 times 3 equals 12 lines, right? So Amelia, could you please tell me how many lines
12?
of the rectangular prism as well?
12?
Very good. It's the same thing, right? Like cube and a rectangular prism. It's just like the square and a rectangular, right? They're similar. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So how about the triangular prism? How many lines are there?
Triangular. 10, I think.
There are like 10 of them?
Wait, no, not 10. 9.
Yes, very good. Okay, so there are altogether 9 lines are there. Correct? Because there's one hiding there. There's only one hiding there. The other one, you can see them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so last but not least, Amelia, could you please tell me how many lines are there for the hexagon prism? How many lines are there? So first of all, when we're learning those questions, it is better like if you can just draw the hidden lines. Okay, so who's good at math? Who's good at math? Maybe it's not that important, but who's good at drawing is very important. Can you see it? So after that, maybe it's better, much easier for you to do that. Okay, so we can do that. How many lines are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the front, and it should be 6 times 2, right? And the other line will be these lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So altogether 18 lines. Get it? Okay, so it's almost like that. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So when we're talking about the surface area, it's about like if you want to paint this prism. Okay, if you want to paint this prism, how much paint you needed? For instance, let's take a look at this cube. So Zoe, what is a cube? The cube
Um,
means
the 3D shape basically made of squares.
how many squares are there?
6.
6.
Very good, Amelia. Okay, so a cube is actually basically made up with 6 identical squares, correct? Okay, so each of the sides should be the same or not the same? Same. They're the same. So if they're the same, you just calculate one side of them and times 6. Then you get the surface area is L squared times 6. Or you think it's A is a line, so A squared times 6. 你拿点好的纸吧，曲鹏鹏。这么可怜，你知道吗？曲鹏鹏的草稿纸是反复在一张上面反复的写，就用旧的纸，然后覆盖上新的。啊，这个上面有那个可以擦掉的那种，你要不要用那个？Okay, get it? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So rectangular prism. So Amelia and Zoe, if you want to take any notes or whatever, you can do it now, okay?
I'm doing that.
Yeah, so let's take a look at this one. The rectangular prism, they're not unlike the cube because they're not every single side are identical. There are 3 sets are the same. Okay, so the front and the back, the left and the right side, and the top and bottom. Get it? So let's see. So the front is the 长乘以高，对不对？ The length times height, which is L times H. And the left side and right side will be width times height. And the top and the bottom will be length times width. Because each of them having the looking like they have the sets, they're the same. So I can just do 2 times LW plus LH and plus WH. Okay, so did you get it? So let's move on to the, can I move on to the next one? Okay, so let's move on to the triangular because I don't know if you're taking the notes or not. So that's why I just waited for you. So for the triangular prism, it's a different ones, right? So it's the basic shape is a triangle, right? So it's actually come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you very much, Zoe. So they're all together actually 5 sides, right? So they're actually only one sets, they're the same, which is front and bottom, but they are all of them are the different. So let's take a look at this one. So the exactly same identical is this triangle shape. So it's the A times B divided by 2. But why we're times 2? Because there are 2, the bottom and top, they're the same, so we times 2. Now we talk about this one. This one is B times C. This one is A times C. And the further flat one, which is the rectangle, is D times C. So you plus together equals that. And there's a very important thing is because this is a right triangle. So that's why D squared equals A squared plus B squared. I hope you still remember the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, I'm going to clear the thing and let you copy down this one.嗯，那哪个学的不好啊？
I don't know. Application of derivatives, the whole of that.
那你后面好好学。嗯，好了吗？
Almost.
嗯哼。
Okay.
So now let's try to do something. Okay, so there are like 3 questions. So do you need my help with these 3? How about like I give you 2 minutes to try to do yourself? Is it okay? And I'm going to do it together with you. 好不好这样？2分钟哦，好吧？Okay, 1, 2, go.
Okay, I drew the hidden lines.
Okay, so let's take a look at near Okay, so let's take a look at this one. How many of you finished the thing?
I'm still doing C. Well, I
Okay,
finished A
so
and B.
Zoe, you finished everything, right?
Yeah, I'm just checking right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's take a look at the first one. So Zoe, could you please tell me what is the answer for the first one?
I got 54.
Armenia, did you get the same thing?
Well, yeah.
Okay,
I
this
got
one's pretty easy,
54
right?
squared.
Yeah, 50 square squared. Wait, no, 54 and cm squared.
Very good. Right, so because 3 times 3 is a one side, and it's a 6 of them, so 6 times 3 times 3, right? Okay, next one. 6 times 3 plus 4 times 3 plus 6 times 4. 把那个偶切一切啊，然后 times 2. Okay? That equals what?
I got 108.
Yeah, same. And then 108
Did you
squared
get the same
centimeters.
calculation?
108 cm squared.
Yeah.
不太饿了就停止吃。还要吃饭。Okay, last one. 5 times 12 times half times 2. Plus 4 times 12 plus 5 times 12 plus what? We
5,
don't know this x, right?
5 squared plus 12 squared.
Divided, so equals 13 centimeters.
Yeah.
Sorry, 13 inches. Plus 4 times 13. Okay? So Amelia, if your calculation is that quick, okay, if the truth is like every time the 5 minutes calculation, you can finish 39. Your calculation is, it won't be like that slow. Okay? So I know you want to be the best. I want you to know I want to know that I'm very glad that you want to be the best of every single class and every single thing. This is really good. Very important for a girl. But I want you to, if you are not, spend time and calculate it. Get it? Don't cheat yourself. 好不好? Okay, this is more important. Okay, so now let's move on to the volume. What does a volume mean? Volume means that
Like area, but for 3D.
volume is like you have a shape, and if you put water into that shape, full of water, what is the weight of the water? So now there's no more flat things. This time we move on to this true 3D thing is, in order to fulfill this container with water, how much it is weight. Okay, get it? So let's just copy this volume formula for me. So 1, 2, and 3. So please calculate it and just to write it down.
I'm done talking.
Amelia, did you copy it down? Okay, so I'm
Hold
going
on.
to explain the formula to you, okay? So the basic formula, the concept is what? It's basic, is base times height. It is volume. Okay, all the volume is base times height. But there's a very important thing is this base must be the same through this height. It is almost like, have you ever seen a TikTok video? It's like if you are going to make a tower of sugar. Okay, if you heated the sugar in the pan and you use a thing to lift it up, you're gonna see a tunnel. Have you ever seen that those YouTube thing? No, never. Okay, I try to find out for you later on. So it is like that. So you just lift it up and you can see a tunnel. So this tunnel is exactly talking about the volume because the base area, and when you lift up the whole thing, it is still the same. It's almost like you can see for any of the shape, this one, the base is the same as this one, right? So this base is the same as this top. And this base is the same as this base. Did you see that? Okay, so when you see a shape like that, you can exactly using the base times height to calculate the volume. For instance, if you have a tunnel, sorry, my drawing is really bad. So this base area, is it same as this one? Yes, if it is the same, then you can use this one to calculate the volume, base times height. So let's take a look at this one. If I give you the base for this one is the centimeter, 5 centimeter as the radius. Okay, the height is 10 centimeter. I'm not telling you how to calculate the volume of a tunnel of this one. Can you find out yourself? Okay, your turn. Zoe and Amelia. After you calculate it, please send me the answer by chat. Think about it, Amelia. How to calculate the base of this shape? Have we ever learned it?
Oh, the base. Yeah, I finished that.
The base, can you tell me what is the what is the area?
So the area, I got 5 pi squared.
5 pi squared?
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Do we 你老师以前有没有教过你 what you already forget?
The area
How
of
to
a
calculate the
circle is
area
pi times radius squared.
Yeah, so radius is what for this question?
5
So why the
centimeters.
answer is 5 pi squared?
5 pi squared centimeters.
So 5 squared pi, right?
Yeah.
25
So
pi.
5 squared equals what? So you are leaving
25.
this for me to calculate. Okay, so the base area equals 25 pi centimeter, right? Okay, so I said, did this one the same or not the same?
Same.
So if they're same, can we use the base times height to calculate the volume?
Yes.
Okay, if it is, so what is the height for this question?
10 centimeters.
Yeah, it's 10 centimeters. So how to calculate the volume?
So 25 pi centimeters squared times 10 centimeters.
Okay, so what is the answer?
The answer is 250 pi
Very good. 250 pi centimeter
squared,
cube
all cubed.
because it's volume. So Zoe, did you get the same answer? 帮我切大块一点好，
That's the one I got as well.
大一点。你放着我自己切吧，你帮我切掉就可以了，好吗？啊，切掉两个都切掉。Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So this one is the hardest one, the trapezoid prism. Okay, so let me ask you a question. So when we look at it, obviously, this top and this bottom is not the same, correct? It's not the same. But which parts are same? I want you to take a look at this shape and tell me. Usually it's bottom and up, the top is the same, right? For these up three, is it all like the top and bottom, the top and bottom, the top and bottom, they're the same. For this question, obviously, the top and bottom is not the same. So which part is the same? Is it left or right or front and back? I want you to
Left and right, front and back.
think about it, okay? Okay, this is actually what? The front and the back, they're the same. Did you notice that, Zoe and Amelia? The front and the back, they're exactly the same. This one and this one. So now we just calculate the area of this one and times height. So how to calculate the area of this one? Because it's a trapezoid, is the top line plus the bottom line times the height and divided by 2. So that's the area of the base. The height is height and the volume's like that. Okay, so please copy down this one yourself. 爸爸，这个刀是用来切深的东西的吧？哦，没有，我说这，你要不要把砧板翻过来哟？好。
Okay, I copied it down.
I copied it down as well.
Same.
Okay, if you copy down, we're going to move forward to see if you can practice these ones with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 questions. Okay, so these 4 questions exactly using each formula on each of them. So don't mess up with the surface area because sometimes we're gonna confuse our brain. 我们小脑袋会confuse，对不对？
我这个在学校就大着，
Folly.
特别干净。
没有我录了，没有我录了吗？妈，
啥？
没有我录了，
15分钟到了是不是啊？
没有half an hour yet。
你说15分钟呀？
好，问我。
等一下，等一下再。等一下呀，先做点别的，看下书，ready。在做啥？不要玩那东西。这什么？不要玩了。
You mute your microphone.
Huh? What did you say again, Zoe?
Mute your mic, please.
Oh, okay.
I'm done.
Okay, thank you. Amelia,
我
did
也
you
是。
finish? 你复原完?
Yeah, 我做好了。
Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So find the volume. Let me just take a look at this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, four thing. Amelia, could you please tell me the first question? What is the answer?
So for the first question, I got 16 meters cubed.
What?
16 meters cubed.
So how do we find out the volume of this cube?
So for the volume, you calculate the base, which is 2 times 2,
Very
which
good. And what is
equals
the
4.
height?
And then the height is 2. So
four
got
basically,
8
4
for this
times
one.
2 equals 8.
Yeah.
Got 8.
Oh.
Yeah. So where did you get the 16?
Wait, did I do 4 times 2 times 2? How did I get this? 4 times 4. Yeah, I think I replaced the height with 2 bases.
So you know where you make mistakes, right? Okay, number
Yeah.
B. So Zoe, what is the answer?
For number B, I got 150.
Same.
Okay, very good. Number C.
Feet.
Amelia, what is the answer?
So for number C, I got 12 millimeters.
Pardon me?
I got 12.
12 millimeter cube.
Yeah.
So how did you get 12?
So I got like 1/2 and then 8
So what is the
times.
base of this one?
So the base, I got 2 times 4 and then 8 divided by 2 and then 4 times the height, which is 3, and then 4 times 3 equals 12 millimeters cubed.
So the base should be this one, right? When we're talking about the triangle
Yeah.
prism. So 2 times 3 times half. So equals 3 millimeter square. So 3 times 4 equals 12 millimeter cube. Very good. Okay,
I
let's
times
count the
2
Zoe
times
voice.
4.
Hmm?
I did 2 times 4 by accident. Wait, do I do D?
No. You get it right.
Oh. So do I do D?
No, D is Zoe.
Okay, so for D, I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, 270.
270. Amelia, did you get the same answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So now this is more challenging. Okay, so
The
Zoe and
surface
Amelia,
area.
you're going to calculate the surface area and volume at the same time. Okay, a lot of students sometimes they messed up. They miscalculated like the surface area and volume at the same time. Right? So they sometimes got messed up with the formula. So let's take a look at these ones, okay?
And then
I'm done for A.
Okay, so Amelia, 我觉得你应该多花点时间做做 calculation 咯，好不好？因为你的 calculation 如果真的像你自己说的可以做的这么快的话，这个题目你不应该比 Zoe 做的慢哦。
Because like I'm turning the page to see like the formula.
Okay, so how about just to put your formula on the side?
Okay. Because like it's in the notebook today.
Okay, so this time, how about you get a flat page? Okay, get another page, we do it, 好不好？
Okay.
毛毛纸可以做草稿子，
Yeah.
你做草稿纸。
I'll get this and I'll write this.
Okay, so Zoe, Amelia, so did you finish the first one?
Yeah.
So can you tell me?
So for the surface area, I got 150 feet squared. And then
Sorry, did you get the same answer?
for the volume, I got 125 feet cubed.
Okay, very good. Okay, next one, Zoe, could you please tell me the answer for these two?
For this one, I got 220 cm,
220 cm.
200 cm
Squared.
cubed. I might have accidentally switched the numbers, but
For the
think it-
surface area is 2 times 5 times 10 plus 5 times 4 plus 4 times 10, right?
wait, no, yeah, this one is like that.
So it's 110 times 2, so 220 centimeter. That's right.
That one is, the other one's 200
200 what?
cm cubed.
Centimeter cube. Okay, so Amelia, for something like that, I want you to have this formula. Of course, you can write it on the paper. That would be really good, right? The more important is you have to print them into your brain. Because when you have a test or in your school, you're doing the homework, the big possibility, nobody's going to give you the formula. You need to have the formula in your brain. Get it? Okay, C and D. So Zoe and Amelia, I hope this time, Amelia, you have your formula on the side. Because I don't want to take any more excuses. I
I'm
want
gonna
you to
copy
see
it
that.
down. I'm copying
And
down right now.
okay, get it done faster than Zoe. Okay, Zoe, 1 to go. C and D, 2 questions.
And I also need to write down the surface area of the trapezoid. No, because I don't know the surface
Almost.
area for the trapezoid.
Why are you every time? What is your excuse this time, Amelia?
So I'm on D and I don't know the surface area for the trapezoid prism.
Mama-san, hang
So
on.
the trapezoid of this one, could you please do the volume first, and we can discuss about the trapezoid later.
Okay, so
Yeah.
for the vol,
If you don't know something, you can keep going. I don't know, like what is your reaction when you don't know something? What is you wait?
try to find it out.
Okay. I'm hang on. Um, 老师，
做好了。
不是
Yeah,
is
you can
this
ask questions.
20 or is the full 120?
Can I clear your thing?
Which one's 20?
The 20 is this one.
Oh, that one's 20?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Wait, which one's 12? Oh wait, there's an arrow. I see.
Okay. The last question is a little bit hard, okay?
Um,
Okay, so Zoe, did you finish? So the hardest part for this one is actually you need to calculate using the Pythagorean theorem, Amelia, to calculate the height. Okay, you're telling me that you don't know how to calculate the surface area of this shape because we didn't learn that. But actually, there are a lot of shape. It's impossible to tell you every single one by one, right? But the only thing we can do is we try to solve the problem by looking at it like how we get the other one. So we need to study side by side, right? So the first shape I think we can study is the top. So what is the shape of the top pink part? I think you can tell it is a rectangle, right?
Yeah, I wasn't able to finish solving it because I realized that the bottom was a 20. I
Yeah,
thought the
it's
bottom was like,
impossible, right? Because this one is 20. See? Right? So this one's 20. So what is this one? You can see this one is 10. So this pink rectangle is 20 times 10 equals 200 centimeters square. Okay, so now let's move forward to this red part. Right, this red part is pretty easy because it's another rectangle, 15 times 10. 150 centimeters square. So Amelia, we're going to move forward, Zoe, to this one. Right? This one is also another rectangle with the side will be still the 10, and this one is what? 13. So 130 centimeters square, right, Zoe? So, okay, so let's move forward to the front and back. So this, no, we do the bottom first. Okay, the front back, we do the last because the front back, they're the same. So what is this one? We know this line is still 10, right? But this one, so Zoe asked me, so it's 5 plus 20 plus 9. Correct? So the answer is 10 times 34 equals 340 meter square. Sorry, there's no centimeter, it's all meters. Okay, last but not least is the front and back. So this part is the hardest. Okay, we know the top line is 12. The bottom line is 20 plus 5 plus 9. But what is the height? How do we calculate the height? Right, we need this height. How do we calculate the height? We know it's a Pythagorean theorem. So this one is 13, this one is 5, so this one is 12. Because 12 squared plus 5 squared equals 13 squared. So the answer is 12 times all these things and divided by 2. Right? So what is the volume? Is this front times height, which is here, 10. That is answer. Okay, when we do those things, don't be scared. The only thing you can do is just to do one side by the other. Understand, Zoe and Amelia? Okay, so let's move forward to this one. So there's a very important part you need to do is just draw the part which is being blocked. So for this one, obviously we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides. And for the front and back, they're the same. The other 3 will be not the same. Okay, so let's just focus on do number E first.
一样的吗，老妈？
好，做好了告诉老师哦。
Almost.
Almost.
I'm muting myself. So Zoe and Amelia, let's take a look at this one. So we have 5 sides. So in order to do something like that, we do one sides by one sides. And Amelia, I have to already tell you, the front and the back, they're the same. So we do this part the last. We do the harder part, then we just apply. So the first side, how about we do this one? Okay. So you're gonna find out, it's very hard to find out what is the measurement of this one. We don't know, right? The question didn't tell you, but we know this one's 20 yards. How do we do this? Remember, we before learned that if you have a triangle, then this 2 is what? Cut it into half, right? So it's 5 and this is 7. Can you find out which one this one is? So 5 squared plus 7 squared equals 25 plus 35 equals 60. So 60 equals what? Equals this one squared. So this one equals 60 squared. So 60 squared equals what? Equals 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So remember I said when you have a thing in the square is square root is the same. We take out 1. Remember? So whatever cannot be taken out is stay the same. So it's 2 squared and 15. So how do we do the first one? It's 20 times 2 is 15 squared. So it's 40 squared 15. The second one, the same. Okay, so that's the same. So we do 20 times 2 squared 50 equals 40 squared 50. So what is the bottom part? Is 10 times 20 equals 200, right? They're all yards squared. The last but not least is this one and this one. So how do we do this? Is 10 times 7 divided by 2 times 2, so equals 70. So the surface area is 80 square 15 plus 270. Okay, so let's take a look at the last one. Next one is the area of the bottom times the height. So volume is very easy. 7 times 10 divided by 2 times 20. So the answer is 700 yards cube. Clear? Okay,
Yes.
so let's take a look at this one. 鹏鹏，还有3分钟啦。Sorry, my drawing is really bad. 这个画的太差了。No, we're not using the straight line because they're actually the line you cannot see. So we're going to use a dotted line.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically it's like that. Okay, so if you have this one, so thank you. Okay, so now I want you to try to find out the surface area first, then do the volume. Come on, 这个蛋糕给你留着。
没菜，拿了就没吃。你不吃了？
我们都吃过。
吃完了。
Where à le centre d'achat avec mon ami. Yay. D'aller au centre d'achat avec mon ami.
这个口切块儿，
哦，我马上来了，你还有5分钟我就下课了。Okay, so let's take a look at this one. We have to study the shape first, right? So we have a triangle. How about we calculate this triangle first? Zoe and Amelia, what is the area of this triangle? 20 times 6 divided by 2 times 2, right? Because we have front and back, right? And we also have this rectangle, which is 8 times 20 times 2, right? So it's 120 and equals 300. Correct? Now we're talking about this side, the left and right. So the opposite one, which is 8 times 30 times 2, which is 480. Right? And we know the bottom. The bottom is very important. Why the bottom is important? Because it's equals 20 times 30 equals 600. So now we only have 2 parts is missing. The shades part, right? This one and the other side. So what is the area of this one? 30 times something, but we don't know this one. Again, this one equals 10, this one equals 6. So 10 squared plus 6 squared equals what? 100 plus 36 equals 136. Oh, yeah, correct. So it's 30 times square root 136 times 2. Okay, so the very important part is 100 squared root 136 equals what? 2 times 68 equals 2 times 2 times 34. No. Yes. So it's 2 squared 34. So 30 times 2 squared 34 times 2 equals 120 squared 34. So just plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 altogether. Get it, Zoe? Okay, the calculation is quite complicated. Yes, I know. So now let's take a look at this one. So how do we calculate the volume? So we're talking about the volume. We need to find out the base first. Is this base 20 times 30? Of course not, because this base, when you lift it up, the shape gets changed. Which part is never change any shape at all? Is this one. Because this one and this one, they have the same shape. Right? So basically, we're calculating this one and times 30 will be the volume. So do you still remember how to calculate the area of this one? We cut them into half. It's a triangle plus a rectangle. So the triangle part is 6 times 20 divided by 2. And the rectangle part is 20 times 8. So the answer is 60 plus 160 equals 220. So 220 times 30 equals 660. Sorry, 6,600. Oh, sorry, feet cube. What did I say? Get it? I know it's very complicated, but you need to kind of like form a thing in your brain and try to figure out. Okay, so before we go to the next page, the very important part is I want you to take a look at this 1, 2, and 3. What does it mean? That means this line,
They're
this
equal?
line, and this line, they're equals to each other. And I want you to take a look at this one and this one. That means these two lines are equals to each other. If we have 1 is 6 and these two are the same, so we can immediately know these three this pink part is 3 centimeters, right? Get it? And if this blue part is 6, that means this one is 6. This is also 6, so that means this one is 12. Clear? Okay, so let's move to the next one. So we have 12. And you have this one, this one equals each other. So we have 4, 4, and a 4. Right? And if you have this one equals 4, so that means all of them equals to 4. Do you understand? Okay, so I'm going to take a look at the next, these two. So this question is almost the same as the one we did it together, right? And this question is the same as actually you just cut them into the 2 parts, a block and the other block. This one, number K, is the same as one we did it before. Number L is also the same as we did it before, right? So let's move forward to the question 1. Okay, so word problem. So an Olympic-sized swimming pool is 50 meters long and 20 meters wide and 2 meters deep. How many liters of the water are needed to fill the pool? So it is exactly the same as what? Exactly the same. You calculate the volume and change them into the liter. 1 meter cube equals 1,000 liter. So you calculate what is the meters cube, and transfer them into the 1,000 liter. Get it? Number 3 is exactly the same thing. Why we're calculating the area, the surface area of this one? It's like in order to paint this whole entire house, does it look like a house? Right, Zoe? If you want to paint the outside, the surface of this one, so it's exactly what? It is exactly the thing we're learning, right? You can calculate the volume of this barn and you can calculate the surface area. I just got stuck. Okay, so number 4 is the same thing. A bedroom is having the dimension like that, length and width and height. I want to find out the surface area of the walls and ceiling. What does it mean? I don't want to
Not the
calculate
floor.
Yeah, no floors. Very good. So walls and ceiling. So it's just the top and the thing around you. You don't have to calculate the floor. So the base one needs to be deducted. Understand? Okay, so that is the part of your homework. Okay, so I know it's very complicated, but Amelia, the best thing is never rely on the calculation of the formula. You need to get familiar with the formula. Try to remember all the formula in your brain. Then it's going to be speed up your calculation and speed up the time you solve the problem. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you some calculation. You do it with your mom. Okay, I will ask your mom to take a look at that because I think your calculation is getting worse. That's not a very good sign for your learning math. Okay? Okay, so that's it for today's class. If you need anything, just let me know. I will send it to you. Okay, so if you don't understand part of them, you can just study the video. If you don't understand the video, then will be a big problem. Okay, so that's it for today's class. We're gonna see each other next week. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Bye.